Tommy, how are you doing today?
I am good. How are you?
Really good. Such a pleasure to talk to you. First question, maybe the most difficult question, and you can't say any of your movies, but what is your favorite Christmas movie of all time?
You know what? That's not that hard for me. There's several I love. I love Die Hard. I love Scrooged. I love Bad Santa. One movie that, for some reason, in Norwegian television, it always plays every year on the 23rd of December. For my whole upbringing, is Christmas Vacation, and I love that film. To me, it's my favorite vacation movie. Amazing script, amazing performances. Chevy Chase and is like the best he ever was, and it's a good mix of combination with the comedy and heart. So I love that one.
Well, it's funny you mentioned that movie because obviously it has Beverly.
Yes.
And I grew up on that movie quite a bit. I remember I was like not fully getting all of the jokes because I was too young when I watched it, I think, the first time. But what was it like? Because for me, I do associate Beverly because of that movie with Christmas. So what was it like bringing a literal Christmas icon like her into this movie?
Well, that was part of the fun, and I remember when her name came up, and we were like, "Oh yeah, of course. If we can get her, she should definitely be in this movie." And she really had a blast doing that role too. And you know, in her introduction scene where she's walking back and forth in the hallway, just saying the most horrible swearing, like that was a lot of her stuff. So like she was good with that. I think she was waiting for doing something like this. So no, she was a blast to work with. And I think had fun going back into the Christmas movie again.
And when it came to like David as Santa, and I think because it is now, people will have a different, I think, aspect on what the character of Santa Claus can be going forward. But the action sequences of this they're tremendous. I was saying to David, like, I almost want to pause them as I'm watching them because every single little bit of it is so intricate. But was there a particular sequence or singular stunt or anything like that proved to be the most difficult or maybe the most dangerous?
Difficult, I think there's a couple of things, like the big scene in the barn with the hammer where he takes on like 25 mercenaries was just hard to shoot because it was a big scene to shoot. A lot of stunts and a lot of hammer action, rehearsal and practical effects, and we knew that was when Santa finally becomes the hero he used to be, so he had to be big, that scene. I would also mention the final fight without spoiling anything, between Santa and Scrooge, which was shot outside in Winnipeg in the middle of winter, minus 25, 30 degrees Celsius, with a little bit of wind always hitting you. When it's that cold, I'm from Norway, I'm used to cold, but that was cold for me. And it was, the crews are a little grumpy, the actors are a little grumpy, everybody's a little grumpy because you don't want to be out there. But I also believe in that, and I like when you shoot out there and you see it's real snow, it's real trees, it's real breath. Like it really adds to it as well, I think.
And one quick final question, if that's okay. That I kept expecting to see Mrs. Claus through this, given that there could be potentially a Violent Night 2, and as let's say, your Christmas wish, who would you love to cast as Mrs. Claus?
I feel like I shouldn't say, like, in case the studio might say, why is he saying those things? But I know I have some ideas if we're lucky enough to do a sequel. But yeah, nothing to go official on with yet.
Okay, that's fair enough. Well, when Violent Night 2 comes, we could chat about it then.
Yes, perfect.
Fantastic. Tommy, thank you so much for your time today.
All right, thank you. Thank you.
No such thing as Santa.
These bad men, they're all on my naughty list. Naughty. That's naughty!
And what do you do to the naughty ones?
I give them a lump of coal.
Where is it?
I gotta watch.
I believe in you, Santa.
Violent Night.